one of the biggest win that I could feel was after the first in-person retreat and now the second one, how much grounded and within myself, or I don't know how to call it if I pick in the global masculine, but how I could find myself back and a bit more stable. How this connection, this exchange, this presence was bringing a new level. It's like showing me a potential. And the fact to be all together is really helping me to see that where can I go and how can I continue. So in a sense, it's a motivation saying, oh, there's always a deeper level. And that's what I achieved with the last retreat, and I'm sure with this one also, that I come back more fired up and more ready to go, having received the energy from everybody.
So welcome, Claude. It's a pleasure having you here. We've been on quite a journey so far. You just completed season 2.
Yeah.
Could you just, like, for anyone listening, say how old you are and some background of you?
Yeah, I'm 47, I'm married, I have 3 kids. I live in Norway and I'm originally from Canada, so move a bit around.
Awesome. Now, what's your profession?
I'm a senior data analyst.
Senior data analyst. Amazing. Yes, and I'm going to ask you just a few questions. Yeah. And the first one is around our program, obviously. And how was your life before the program personally for you?
I would say the biggest difference, before I was quite alone. I was going on my journey alone. I mean, of course, I had the family, but I mean, in terms of other men in my life or even friendship, I've moved a lot and everything, so could cut some bridge. So before, I was quite alone and maybe a bit lost. Mm-hmm.
Anything else that comes to you, how it was before?
Maybe scared a bit of what I could do or not knowing where I could go. Yeah, I would say that was probably the biggest thing before that I was.
So scared of your own potential.
Yeah, scared. Maybe not wanting to see it or not seeing it. Yeah.
Thank you. And so, before you entered the program, was there any skepticism or doubts that you were having?
Yeah, of course. It was like, okay, am I really gonna reach something? What would be the benefit? Like, do I really need others? I've been alone all my life or doing it on my own, so it should be okay, or I can do it. What can I learn that I don't already know? Like these kind of things more. And also, would I be okay? Would I show up? Maybe some fears also, exactly. To see what am I gonna discover in this.
Yeah, quite a typical ones, right?
Yeah.
Any worries about delivery or other things?
Yeah, how am I gonna be to perform? For example, I want to connect with others, and then there's belief saying maybe I'm not able to do it. Maybe that's why I'm alone.
And will it work for me?
Yeah, will it work for me? Is the others will get the benefit, but me, probably it's not gonna work with me. I'm not the right type of person, or I'm different. I'm not like the others.
Totally. Any skepticism or doubt towards, like, the facilitators or trainers?
Skepticism. I think not much about this. I heard you before in a presentation and before we joined, and also I joined this participation in Oslo where you both, Fabian and you, Daniel, presented. So I saw there was something there. So that part was a bit less worrying for me. I was like, okay, I was more worried about me than about what I could get from the course.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So then why did you choose to take action anyway?
I think at the same time that I had this doubt about why can I do it alone, that was a part of me that realized you actually cannot do it alone. And when I got in contact with the program, it felt like maybe that's what you need. There is a little bit that was telling me maybe you didn't fall into the program randomly, but there is something you would gain by having other men in your life and learning and having the support. Uh, I must say, I appreciated that there was retreat in person, so there is a potential for me to meet, not just online, which I already did a lot of course online, which has great advantage in timing. But I missed the person contact. Yeah.
Absolutely. And what exactly in the program was it that like gave you okay, this is really for me? Was it anything specific or?
Uh, one of the thing was the timing. Waking up early in the morning, I find that so different than other programs that I've seen before. It was usually in the evening, after a day of work, and you're a bit tired, you have other excuses or family and everything. And being early was an interesting challenge. I have to wake up early. There is some physical activity, and then it doesn't disturb in a way my day. It's actually made me start on a good thing. So actually one of the schedule was quite a motivator for me, saying, oh, that's great. I'm gonna wake up early. Even before I go to the office, I already achieved something. So that was already something I could see, wow, that's interesting. And then the content, like the SEOL map, the map with all the element, like life management. I mean, even if I did it on my own, it's not like I'm perfect. You're always looking and saying, what could I get? What could I improve? About the connection, the authentic relating that we're doing there, like how to communicate with others. That was something that I felt I was not good and I didn't know. So I said, okay, maybe I will learn something about that and it will help me be better in that area, connecting with my wife, my family, with people, my friends in general. Um, yeah, a lot on the content, the timing, the fact that there was an in-person retreat also. That was actually quite a good factor for me saying, oh, wow, we have the occasion to meet in person. So, yeah, I think that's what I like, that there were subgroups. So it was really a good setup for me to reach this goal or to feel what I was looking for, the connection, the people, and getting better, but not on my own.
Absolutely. And you said getting up early in the morning was a challenge initially. How long did it take for you to like get into the motion?
Oh, it was not as long. I think maybe the first week was a bit more difficult, adjusting life and also with the family. But already by the second week, it was already, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Actually, not just I can do that. I like that.
Yeah. It's just so much more efficient and more things get done that way.
Yeah.
Completely. So what is your life now after the season 2? Season 1 and season 2. So we had like 20 weeks together.
Yeah. What is life after? I think one of the big thing is removing these old belief that I could do it on my own, and learning and connecting with other men in this, being able to communicate, to see that maybe it was not that I was not social, but the level of conversation or what we were talking about was not that interesting for me. So it was not motivating or energizing to have that level. And with the season 2, we learn like these tools like authentic relating. So learning to connect to people maybe at a deeper level, which is something that I'm using in my day-to-day life, even my family, even at work, like trying to say, okay, if I keep it surface, the others will keep it surface. But if I'm showing up, there's a chance for them to show up too.
Completely. And when you say like the difference is just doing it with other men, so what's the benefits that you're actually getting from that? Like what is the shift and the change? Because obviously one is the social connection and everything, but is that the only thing or?
No, I think another thing is you often when you're on your own, you think you're unique in a way. Yes, we're all unique, but you think you're the only one with that problem or this problem. Like, oh, I'm the only one not social, or I'm introvert, or I have a difficult child, or anything that come up that feels that makes it difficult. And when we start opening up, discussing, having these open circle, you can realize though, actually, I'm not the only one with these struggles. And maybe it's not me, the struggle, it's actually something that many people face. And together with support, with some tool, technique, or occasion to be together, I can also process, but also help other process at the same time, which brings personal value. It's really gives myself some value in saying, hey, through my process, somebody else had the benefit, and also through their process, I had benefit. So I think that was this in-person or exchange. That's one thing, realizing that even though we are unique, we're not that unique in our struggle.
Yeah, and it sounds to me that you're saying like we're all somewhere the same, and the recognition helps with the process. And when we do it together, we progress faster together.
Yes.
Because we learn not only from our own processes, but everyone around us, and then our processes, everyone is learning around us as well.
Yeah, and sometimes conclusion, you hear another man having a conclusion saying, oh yeah, this is maybe what I should do. And by listening, you're like, wait a minute, I have that also. Maybe this is something I should look into.
Yeah. And was there any like bigger shifts around your family or how you felt emotionally in your life?
I think also a bit more stable, a bit more grounded, being able to control more these, I don't know, this frustration or level instead of rising up and getting there, maybe catching myself a bit easier, like seeing when things were getting out of my hand or my control, what I didn't like. But also I can see being more present with my family, more able to sometimes, instead of just replying, asking, wait a minute, if my daughter is telling me something or my wife telling me something, what could I get out of this? So yeah, this step back and trying to say, okay, maybe I can learn from this, in this authentic relating, also connecting and saying, okay, maybe there is something I have to learn on there, and how can I be more present and more connected with them.
And how does that make you feel that you have that now? And how does it make your wife and your kids feel?
It makes me feel better at what I'm doing and being there. I feel I'm at least getting towards being a more present husband, more present father. How does it make them feel? The kids, I wouldn't say I heard it directly, but I think by discussion or coming more to me to talk, then it means there must be something. And with my wife, she mentioned it. Still some work to go, but could see the difference, and it's a continuous improvement.
Still have another 20 weeks. So
Yeah.
It's usually the wife and kids and family members and friends are like our biggest fans, because you can see that shape up there. So I'm really proud of you that you're doing the work and showing up. Like a present father is like the ultimate. So thank you for doing that part there. Is there any specific wins that you experienced that you would like to share with us?
I think one of the biggest win that I could feel was after the first in-person retreat, and now the second one, how much grounded and within myself, or I don't know how to call it, if I pick in the global masculine, but how I could find myself back and a bit more stable. How this connection, this exchange, this presence was bringing a new level. It's like showing me a potential. And the fact to be all together is really helping me to see that where can I go and how can I continue. So in a sense, it's a motivation saying, oh, there's always a deeper level. And that's what I achieved with the last retreat, and I'm sure with this one also, that I come back more fired up and more ready to go, having received the energy from everybody.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend, just hearing your vision and like breaking through the limiting beliefs and the patterns of avoidance that we all face. Yeah, every man is facing. It's just beautiful seeing you grow and like pursue that, and it's an honor and a pleasure of supporting you.
Thank you.
Great man with a great vision.
Mm-hmm.
So with the experience that you have right now from going through the half of our program, the SEOL Code, who would you recommend this to and why?
From my situation, as we were saying, if we look at a man that got into family marriage, sometimes you slowly drop the friends and drop the people around you, not because you have to, but because, you get busy and concentrated in your life. I think there's so much power of having allies. So if you feel alone, if you have maybe with time got more and more into a lone wolf, that's a good occasion to exactly rebuild your pact or rebuild your people around you, but that have also the same desire, the same direction to improve themselves. So it means, you can level up with people that are also interested to level up, not just to, just hang around from time to time. So I think if you're looking to find like-minded people, that's definitely something that can help you, and you want to improve, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're pointing out like at a huge problem that we're having right now. It's like like it happened to me too. Got a kid, was running the business, and like my best friend back then was my business partner, because that's the person I had time with. If not, it was coming home, baby, then partner, and it was just like isolating myself. And then COVID hit. That was super, super difficult. And I noticed like I had people there, but I wasn't really reaching out either. And I didn't have the support now with SEOL. I feel like I have an army in my back. Do you feel similar there?
Yeah, and you can reach out to anyone if you feel a bit lonely, or if somebody is reaching out, it's a lot easier, and you get to know people a bit deeper. And if you identify, or if you just say, hey guys, I feel like this, somebody will reach out, and that's already good to have someone that can understand. So yeah.
And how's it having us in your morning living room or wherever you're screen from every morning?
It's good. It's good. Definitely, I enjoy the practice, making me move right away when I wake up. I think I feel the energy from the day. So that's definitely a good thing. I really enjoy that time. And I think at first when I saw it, I was a bit like, oof, that's going to be tough. But the more you see it, the more you're like, actually, that's great.
Yeah. So anything else you would like to share?
I think that's pretty much it. But I really enjoy, and the retreat definitely, I can say that's, and I'm looking forward for the next one also.
Same here.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure and an honor, Claude.
Yeah,
thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.